Welcome to outer space. There are lots of things in outer space. There is boxing. There is wrestlers. There is spussy. There are infinite possibilities and locations, like Planet Cray. Or my dungeon, what are you doing? Get out of there. But most importantly of all, Space Sun have the robots. And among those robots is an entire clan full of completely useless ones. It is no news to anyone that Nova Grappler has not had good support in the last 5 years. Until now. Bussyroad may have hired a lot of Vanguard influencers to announce their cards, but only one person could bear the knowledge that Nova Grappler was saved. I am proudly announcing that the Bussy robots have finally done it. First, let's take a look at our brand new G-Guard, Meteor Kaiser Sneedenchucker. When it's put on the guard circle, if the number of cards in your damage zone is more than or equal to the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield until the end of the battle. This is absolutely amazing. If Nova Grappler is good at anything, it is losing the game. So getting a free 5,000 shield just for doing what the clan does best is almost like a free +1. You may be asking, oh, but all the other G-Guards have so much more shield. But unlike those, this has absolutely no cost attached to it, and no way for your opponent to play around it. I'm personally putting 4 copies of this in over all 3 of my Dogen Titans and my Gundreed. Next, let's talk about why Nova Grappler is so bad in Premium currently. The only resemblance of an advantage engine comes in an RNG-reliant stride that makes you build incorrectly just to pull it off. Their early game is locked behind cards with terrible restrictions. Every other clan in the game does their job better than they do. All of these problems are now completely solved. Meet Final Blow Deity Epic Emerald. When your drive check reveals a grade 3 card, choose one of your rear guards and stand it, and it gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. Among all of the problems that we thought Nova Grappler had, who would have guessed that the solution would be this simple? Who needs an early game or card advantage when you're playing the most optimal Nova Grappler deck, Ashura Kaiser? This card fits in flawlessly, meaning that you will no longer have to spend turns not striding just to pull off Ashura Kaiser's absurdly good effect. Additionally, with the introduction of heal guards, you now have 4 more cards in your deck to pull this card's effect off. Additionally, the plus 5,000 power means that your opponent will now have to guard with a 10k shield instead of a 5k shield. This is a similar form of card advantage that is seen on Stun vs. Dragon, where it forces your opponent into situations they don't want to be in and then negs them card advantage. Another important thing to note about this stride is that it does not cost any counterblast. This is something we've seen a lot in all of the recent Premium Collection reveals, but something that Nova Grappler has needed desperately. We can finally take our $30 Meteor Kaiser Victors out of our deck for 2 copies of Epic Emerald. The fact that this doesn't cost any counterblast means that it is also, very often, a better stride option than Favorite Champ or the GB8. You no longer have to waste the counterblast you were going to spend on Kick Typhoon on something like Dreiger. If you stride either of those cards, your opponent will know exactly how many attacks are coming in, compared to this card where it is entirely dependent on grade 3 drive checks, which they have no way of counting even if you're playing a tier 1 Ashura Kaiser deck. Thank you again for Bussyroad for the opportunity to reveal these amazing cards for you. I'll see you in 5 years for the next Premium Collection reveals.
Good morning!